Hey y'all, welcome back to my Procreate tutorials. Today I am going to show you how to make something similar to this. It was by request, so something sporty like this. We're going to start over with our canvas. Go to your plus sign here. You can add a new canvas. I'm going to do 12 by 12 inches. Here, I'll show you. We'll start over. You can change your pixels to inches, just easier in my mind. 12 by 12, and then make sure your DPI is always set to 300. We are going to do our color profile as we're going to do RGB. Actually, I feel like that makes it a little bit brighter in the colors. You can do CMYK as well, just kind of depends on your preference. You can test them both out. And then we're going to start by adding our text. Hit your wrench tool here. We're going to make our big letter first. So I'm just going to do my high school team, which is Clark Indians. So we're going to make a C. Highlight there. Tap the font to change that. And we're going to do a sporty font for that big letter. So let's do College Combined. I believe I got this on dafont.com, DAFONT.com. They're free. And then you can resize here. We're going to go ahead and tap our layer and rasterize. That way we can edit this and move it around freely. So take our cursor and I'm going to hit freeform because I want this to be a little bit thicker. And your snapping here on your settings, magnetics and snapping is on. That's going to get you, so you can see if it's even on the page. You can also hit your wrench tool, go to canvas and hit your drawing guide. So you have your little squares here. That's how I like to know everything is perfectly even and where I want it. Okay. All right, so now we are going to hit your lasso tool because we're going to change this inside, this black part here to checkered. So we're going to go automatic, untap color fill, and hit remove, and then just tap and slide until you have all of this center part here highlighted. 3 fingers to swipe down, and we're going to cut and paste. So now you can see that you have your outline is separate from the inside. And then let's go add a top layer and clipping mask. And then I'm going to use my checkered brush. I believe I do have a tutorial on my TikTok under my tutorials playlist that shows how to make stamps. I made this myself. It's actually really easy, but I'm sure on like creativefabrica.com you can get a free checkered brush stamp set. Let's do white. Actually, we're going to do maroon for my high school team. There. Okay, actually, we're going to do maroon and white. So I'm going to swipe with 2 fingers on the black section here, the inside of the C, and change it to white. And then just tap here and fill. And then I'm going to go to my layered, that's clipping mask, and go to maroon and make sure I've got that checkered brush on. And then just draw over it. Make sure you fill in the whole thing. You don't want any, sometimes if you pick up your pencil, I don't think this brush is like that, but if you do that, it all connects. So this one is good, but sometimes it doesn't. All right, so there's that. And then I am going to, let's do 2 fingers swipe right on the outline of the C, and then I'm going to change that to white. And then fill, undo that. Fill inside of the C with black. And then, since you can't really see it, it just kind of depends on what like background you're using, but see how the white Okay, so see how the outline is of the sea is white, and you can't see it on here because I have a white canvas. So if you're putting on like a white shirt, you're not gonna be able to tell. So let's just change our background here so you can see what I'm talking about. So that white outline wasn't showing. So let's do another outline in black. I'm just going to duplicate this and then change, we can keep it as black because we're gonna do another black outline. Gaussian blur, so you're gonna hit your little magic wand, go over here, and just tap anywhere on the screen until your Gaussian blur percent is up. Let's do 5%. This is how I'm gonna outline it. Hit your lasso and color fill, and then you're only swiping over what you want. So tap and slide to the right until you see that black line pop up, and it's the thickness that you like. So that looks pretty good. Actually, let's make it a little bit thicker to kind of match that. So I'm gonna do that again, repeat that process. We're still on that same layer. Magic wand, Gaussian blur, swipe to 3, lasso, color fill automatic, and slide there. That looks better. Okay, so now you have that. We can change that back to white. And I'm gonna do the word across there. So we're gonna add our other font. So add text by hitting your wrench tool. I'll make this on the top layer. So drag that. And see how automatically, since it's right on top of the clipping mask, it's gonna turn into a clipping mask as well. So we're gonna tap and just undo that. Okay. So double tap, highlight everything to change our font. And we are changing it to Genty, Genty Demo. Regular, I believe this one was on dafont.com as well. Any retro font will look good here. And then type in the word we're using. And have your cursor to make it bigger. I'm going to freeform this. Okay, so then we're going to go over to our font layer and rasterize so we can edit this one. Make sure it's nice and centered how you want it. And then let's go ahead and just 2 fingers right swipe, or you can just double click and hit alpha lock. And we're going to fill that in as maroon. I'm going to duplicate this layer because now we're going to do an outline because the maroon kind of blends in. So I want a black outline. Tap your black. Make sure this bottom layer is not on alpha lock because when you blur it, you won't be able to see the difference. So magic wand, Gaussian blur. So let's do about 4%. And then hit your little squiggle thing. Automatic and color fills on. Swipe. And then let's do that a little bit thicker. So we're gonna do that again. Let's do about 5%. There. And then I don't remember if I did this or not, but I'm gonna duplicate this bottom layer, the outline, and just go on the very bottom and grab your cursor and move it. And then we're just gonna slightly angle it down to make it look a little bit 3D and pop like that. And then I think in my other one, we distressed some of this. So let's do the original Clark one, and I'm going to just take my eraser, and you can use your eraser tool with any of your brushes that you have. So I have a distress package that I got on creativefabrica.com. I don't even know where this is just the only one I really use out of it, but I grabbed a whole set. Just look up distressed Procreate brushes or stamps, and you'll find that. And then we are just going to erase